What's going on here? URL Civil War coming soon. Why is A Ward on the flyer though? Let's talk about that. What's going on, everybody? This is Temperature Check. I am your host, as always, man. Mr. Check the Temperature. How y'all doing? Before we get started with today's content, I must do what I always do anytime you see me on your screen, and that's thank you guys for the likes, comments, shares, most importantly, those subscriptions. So whether you be a day one fan, somebody who just started rocking with the channel today, man, I greatly appreciate it. And if you're loving what I got going on my YouTube and you want to see more of me, easy money, man. You follow me, I follow you right back. We'll build this thing up together. So check me out on Twitter, Mr. Temp Check. Hit me up on Instagram, Mr. Check the Temperature. But before we get started, make sure that we hitting that notification bell, man. If 24 hours in a day, Monday through Friday goes by and you don't catch no work from Mr. Check the Temperature, you're going to have to spin the block on the channel, man, because I'm releasing content daily. You know what I'm saying? Just a little nugget for you to have, man. But let's get right off into today's topic, man. The URL dropped a trailer alluding to a civil war coming with the new era. I think it's perfect timing, man. I definitely think it's perfect timing. So we're gonna kind of talk about some of the names we see on the card, and kind of talk about some of the storylines that come with it. So first and foremost, when we're talking about this new era, shout out to them. Shout out to the URL Smack and Beasley and P. They have really started and created like a farm league of sorts, man. Really kind of taking some of their newer talent and really kind of molding them how they needed to be molded, man. It's a lot of variety within this new era, man. From the Geechee Gottis to the Rum Nitties to the Losos to the A-Ward. Now, how did A-Ward get on the URL flyer? This makes perfect sense, don't it? We've seen a lot of A-Ward on a lot of these major platforms this past week in battle rap, and we all know like things are a little slow right now in battle rap. You know, we kind of in this in between as we kind of gear up for next weekend's iBattle events. Shout out to Lex, man. I got an interview with him and G-Lo coming up, promoting their 2-day weekend card. Also, the URL has Ultimate Madness 3 that's about to happen next Saturday as well. So this is kind of like an off week, man. But we really gotta shout out this new era. When you talk about how braggadocious they have been when they stepped into the scene. They said, Holmesy was the first one to say it. I know Ace might have been with the F the Vets movement, but if you remember, Holmesy said, take away these crowds, take away the biggest disadvantage these vets have, put us on even playing field, and I can assure you, things will look a little bit different. Now, Holmesy, I will have to say, I have to admit, you were right, sir. Through and through, this new era, this 2020 class era showed us a lot. Showed us that they were ready for the stage. Not only were they ready for the battles themselves, they're also creative with the promotion. And that's the one thing that we've been missing consistently out of battle rap is consistent promotion. Yes, it comes in waves, but if you think about the top tier disc, you know, you think about the promotion on their various social medias. You think about them getting caffeine shows, them being able to really ingratiate themselves with the culture, doing more interviews, big platforms, small platforms. Some of this 2020 era has been on my platform. When you talk about the Kid Chaos, when you talk about a Real Sick, I've talked to Holmesy. You know what I'm saying? It's certain people. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Easy the Block Cap. And it's certain people that have really taken this promotion and ran with it, man. And we gotta salute that, because when you put this new era class on equal ground with some of them vets, I'm letting you know it did not look the same. Some of these people in this new era class caught a couple bodies. Real Sick stock has completely risen in the past year and a half. A Kid Chaos stock has risen. A Jay the Nightwing, a Fonz, Luke Castro stock has soared just completely through the roof in the past 18 months, man. So let's not get this misconstrued, man. We are seeing a new era. It is a new chapter in battle rap. But Civil War, huh? I think it's time that they do. I absolutely believe it is time that these this new era, this new rookie class, this 2020 rookie class, 2019 rookie class. It's time for them to get into the backyard and catch the fade with each other, man. When you think about it, as these crowds start to come back in events, they're going to start playing more and more of a variable and an influence in these particular battles. So this new era, some of them, they need to be on that those bigger platforms, those bigger stages, with someone that they can compete with from a fandom standpoint. Lyrically, they can compete with the top tier. They've already shown that. But the fan bases, that's the biggest separation when it comes to the new era and some of these vets that we're used to seeing on every card. You know what I'm saying? On the Gnomes, on the Summer Madnesses, on the Double Impacts, on the Born Leg. Like, you know what I'm saying? When we talk about those staple events, it's usually those bigger names that are on that card. But now, Smack and the URL, they can ride the coattail of this new class because this new class wants to put in this work. The new class wants to be seen. They want to be bigger than what they are. And they're willing to put in that type of pain to get it. And so I think this is an excellent way for them to create even more of a fan hysteria for this new era class before you get to the Gnomes and the Summer Madnesses, where obviously some of these names, although they might only be 1 year, 2 years, a couple years on the URL, some of these names are now top tier. So you're going to have to match them up with other top tiers. But before they get there, they need to build their brand. And I think this is an excellent way of doing so. So let's kind of talk about some of the names and some of the people that we see on this flyer. Some standouts. First and foremost, A Ward on a URL New Era Civil War flyer. It makes perfect sense, doesn't it? We've seen A Ward be very busy with the promotion this week. We've seen him on a lot of the bigger battle rap or bloggers platforms. We've seen him on Champion. We've seen him with Three Letter Man. Hell, I even did a blog about it yesterday. So we know that he is getting a lot of attention, especially coming off that maxed out card for RBE and what I believe clearly was Battle of the Night. And I did have him beating Ill Will in the first and the third. So again, A Ward is someone who we have wanted. The people have wanted to see A Ward on the card, and now it looks like the A Ward, you finally getting that shot at the URL. Finally getting a shot. But it's a lot of good names in this class. You got some staple names that you've seen before, like a Rum Nitty. Rum Nitty is new era. A Geechee Gotti's on this flyer. New era. So again, when we talk about even a Twerk, a Av, although they are new era, these are stars. These are stars. And so what you can do is you can pin a Jay the Nightwing up against an Av. You can do that. Help them build their own profile. So then when they get to a Gnome and a Summer Madness, now not so much Av before Jay the Nightwing, a look against Av with what's a stock riser. That is another stock rising battle. You give me a Holmesy versus a Swamp. Now let's not make no mistakes about it. Swamp at one point in time was regarded as the hottest battle rapper in the world. Don't try to change the narrative now. 2019 was his year. He smoked everything. Cleared Ace Amin, cleared Your Honor, cleared Swamp, cleared Don Marino. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, he had to slip up with KCJ, but he came right back against Swave 7, and then he just had the 2-on-2. So let's not make no mistake about it, man. That's another big name on this flyer. And then, again, you have names like Twerk. Now, obviously, when you're talking about Twerk, you're talking about literally the most electrifying battle rapper in the world when he's prepared. There's always an asterisk with him. That's always been my problem with New Jersey Twerk. There's always an asterisk with his talent when there doesn't need to be. He is, again, he makes the non-mortals look mortal. You saw what he was able to do with Charlie Clips in the first round. You saw what he was able to do with Arsenal. He can go toe-to-toe with the biggest and the best of them when he is prepared. But that's always the thing with him. The talent is there. But when talent don't work hard, this is what you end up with. But you want to talk about talent that does work hard? Let's talk about a Real Sick. Let's talk about a Kid Chaos. Let's talk about a Loso and a Fonz. You know, these are some some names that are becoming staples in battle rap. Real Sick, there's no way you don't have Real Sick right now in your top 10 in battle rap in the world. So when we talk about someone who is really taking advantage of every single opportunity, has not spoiled a single opportunity since getting on the URL platform, it's Real Sick, man. It's no questions that you even got to ask about it. When you're talking about Fonz, someone who won the Ultimate Madness 1, someone who went toe-to-toe with Av, someone who then later teamed up with Av and gave us potentially Battle of the Year in a 2-on-2, star power is there. And let's not forget Loso, man. Loso is sneaky good. Sneaky good. You would never think to put his name up here with a New Jersey Twerk off firsthand, but when he gets in those type of battles, when he feels like his back is up against the wall, I have seen Loso do some amazing things. Let's not act like this dude did not body JC. He bodied JC. Let's not act like he did not clear Vixen, Woman Champion of the Year, the first ever. He did that. Got her up out of there. I'm telling you right now, this is about to be crazy. But then you do have some names that we got to see more from. And I'm going to be honest, Squeako, let me holler at you, player. Squeako, you are obviously talented as hell. But again, it's about the consistency. I tweeted you. I'll let you know it's about the consistency with me. And yes, you have star power, but we got to see it every single round. You double dutching with your career right now. You double dutching. You jumping into the URL, you're doing real good, but then sometimes you have that stumble and you falling on your face. Tighten up. Tighten up. Who else is on this card? Who else is on this? We need to talk about. Man, I'm excited to see what this is. Obviously, you can do a full card. You're seeing what? 5, 7, 9, 11, 14, 16. So could this potentially be a tournament? Could this be tournament style? Could this be a 2-day event? The possibilities are endless, but what we know is this class, this new era class, they are here to stay. They have something to say, and they're not going to leave until it's been said. They have an agenda to accomplish. But my question is, who is the leader of this class? So obviously, if you're talking 2020 class, the most outspoken in 2020 class by far is Easy the Block Captain. Easy the Block Captain has probably made almost every right decision he possibly has had presented in front of him since the Ultimate Madness tournaments. Now, there's a couple things we're not going to get on camera and talk about. Not my concern, not my business. But holistically, Easy the Block Captain has been doing a great job in the battles. His promotion is crazy. He's a great interviewer. I gotta get Easy to Block. That's it, man. I gotta get Easy. Somebody tag Easy in this. Easy, I need you to pull up for a Temperature Check Tuesdays, bro. I know we've been talking about it, but I think it's time to make that happen. So definitely gonna be hitting you up real soon. But then you think about a Geechee Gotti, man. Geechee Gotti, who probably made his presence known around the 2016, 2017 mark, is on one of the most legendary runs of all time, like ever. He's battled almost everybody. And I don't think he has too many clear losses. He got the A award. That's the biggest skeleton in Geechee Gotti's closet. So when you think about who is really the flag bearer of this, he's 2-time champion of the year. He battled New Jersey Twerk for the poster child of the new class, of this new era. He did that. He's battled a Rum Nitty. Has he battled Av? Geechee Gotti and Av? I don't think they. Yeah, he did. Matter of fact, that was in. Yeah, he did. That was a classic. Matter of fact, I'm tripping. You know what I'm saying? So he's been able to show star quality power. He's someone that you can invest in. He is someone that the URL can look at to give them consistent performances, consistent moments. He is that one. He's one of them ones. Man, I love this. I want to see where this goes, man. Do y'all know where this goes? Who is some of your favorites in this new era class? And do you think that this new era class is one of the best classes of all time? I mean, the jury's still out on that, but they making a lot of waves. They making a lot of waves. Hey, but y'all make sure that y'all stay locked in with me. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support, man. Temperature Check clothing line is definitely up, man. Hit me up in the comment section. Hit me up in my DMs on social media if you want some gear. But this is Temperature Check. I am your host as always, man. Mr. Check the Temperature. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. And like always, we just getting started.